Hello, YouTube, and welcome to what may never actually go live, because I don't know if there will be extra content, but, we're gonna be doing New Game Plus, just to see if there is anything different from the story, or if it's just other endings that are available to us. And so, I mean, not gonna be going for this, because this is obviously the UFO ending that every Silent Hill game has, which are funny, usually, but not what I want to go for, because I want to be immersed and feel like I get an ending I deserve. So, we either get the unpurified sacred sword, or we purify the sacred sword and get the Agura no Hotai-sama, whatever the hell that is. So either way, we gotta look into this purified sacred sword thing. So, but we're gonna be continuing New Game Plus, and we're gonna do both things on Lost in Fog and see how that goes. So, I'm excited either way, because I'll probably finish a New Game Plus, even if this doesn't go to YouTube, because I want to see more of this game. But a theory I do have is there were some doors in the sections when you go to the other world that... Is this the same as it was before? I remember that she attacked the doll, but was that the same dialogue?
Hinako
I think this is already different. I'll see if I can pull up a side-by-side of what the original version of that looks like versus the one that we just saw. But I'm pretty sure that doll conversation was different already. This seems the same though so far.
Hinako, 私ね。
Are we gonna remember all the terrible things our sister did to us? Oh yeah! We heard that bell a lot during the first playthrough, and I completely forgot that was a sign that it was a sister around. Because I forgot you give it to her in the first cutscene, and I think I was probably talking, so I was wasn't 100% taking in the scene. But, like I was gonna say, even if there is no new content, I would still probably do a New Game Plus, because it's always fun to play back through games like these that are so detail-rich and have a lot of subtle foreshadowing and whatnot. Because it's kind of like when you watch a really interesting mystery show, movie, or whatever, and then on your repeat watch, you get to pick up on all these clues that, you know, give hints towards the major twist or whatever. Like, it's always fun to go back through things like these your second time around and just basically hyper-analyze every single frame, every single scene you're in, trying to look for differences and stuff. So, I very well might be doing that for this. But this is going to be the first and maybe one of the few, if only, New Game Plus playthroughs that'll be on this channel, just because it'll be so different, if this is going up anyways, than the base game to warrant it. Because in almost every single game that I've played, New Game Plus is just, you know, the exact same stuff, but you get to keep your level ups and stuff. So I'll be very interested to see if, and I don't remember if I got cut off before I said this, but a theory I have for something that might be different, if there are any differences, is there were several of those doors when we were in the Otherworld sections, that were locked and had the Fox Shrine icon on it, but we never went back to those. But towards the end of the game, we got like that brand, and then we could open those doors. So I'm wondering if we're still gonna have the mark on us at the start of this. Oh, this is different. Yeah, because we didn't know about... So now we get some context to their argument. So they were talking about wanting to
何しろおかげで借金は全て返せる。二度と金に困らずに済むぞ。
お父さんやめてくださいよ。
Yeah, I'm sure you'd never have to worry about money again. It's not like you would just blow it all, like you did the first time. Yeah, okay, this is already different because before we just came in when she was leaving, right?
会ってたまるか。そんなこと。
Okay, and that makes sense now because she says that at the beginning, because he wants to sell Hinako off to get married to fix his shit life management and money management skills. All right, this is all coming together differently already. I am so unbelievably excited for this now. We're not even 5 minutes into like the story itself. Do we have all of our interesting Inchirimoku, a traditional white wedding kimono? He uses their grand fox arm to compel others to obey. It looks down on me and denies my existence, but at the same time it pities me like it thinks it's better than me or something. Don't look down on me, you're no better. So all of these are still here and updated as well. So I wonder how much more. Oh, is there? My mother turned to him. I'm not even sure she realized what's happened to her. Always being humiliated and abused, her twisted ideal of happiness. There's no way that she was a human to begin with. And then her father. Yeah, same way he did when he let his anger get the best of him. It was only the curse of fatherhood that made my dad appear human. This form, his true form, must have been hidden underneath all along. But yeah, this is already so cool. I'm curious, are we going to run away from the monster at the start? Or is it going to look different? Are we going to see its true form immediately? Now I'm full of the same sort of whimsical mysticism and curiosity I had the first time around as to what's going to happen in my New Game Plus. This is already so cool. I don't think I'll find any items just yet, so we'll just keep going for now. Maybe I'm estimating how much they'll change and stuff, but just the fact that there's already been changes at the first cutscene of the game just leaves me optimistic. Oh yeah, so we gotta remember not to take any red pills. So, because I think that was what... Let me actually do something quick. Yeah, both these endings say didn't take the red capsules. I wanted to double check. I'm actually gonna screenshot these two endings. No, they're not too complicated. Basically, it's just the sword and don't take capsules. I just gotta really remember not to take capsules. It's kind of cool too. So at this point in time now, Markiplier has uploaded his first episode of Silent Hill F, which is great for me for multiple reasons. One of which is that he's never actually done a Silent Hill playthrough before. This makes even more sense now, too. We saw this at the beginning of the game, and directly related to, you know, a little bit of what Hinako was going through at the time. Of her father basically saying that the only way she'll be worth something is if she agrees to get married and fix their debt. Inari-sama's statues act as memorials for old or broken tools. It's okay to take these tools for your own as long as you have a use for them. This is called kishu, and is an act that is considered virtuous. It's a teaching of Inari-sama to make the most out of tools in any way. I do dig that. If you have a tool you have no longer any use for, or either it's damaged or something, you can leave it at a shrine, and then if somebody else has need of it, they can take it. I actually really dig that. That's cool. Oh, this is open now. Oh! This was not open before. Oh my god! Oh. Research Journal Photo 1. A photo attached to your research journal. Appears to be a clue collected by a researcher investigating the folklore of Yubisugaoka. I think that's in regards to the alien ending. Oh, regarding the legend of the sacred sword. However, it is said the sword's animosity continued to grow even as it remained buried under the earth. I bet you it's at the tree, if I had to guess. So the people erected a sacred barrier around it using Jizo statues as anchors. If one wished to find the sword, they should start by looking for these Jizo statues. It appears that the barrier works by creating a spiritual harmony that inhibits the sword's animosity. Harmony, yin and yang, the 5 elements of Wuxing. During this period, it was thought that everything was composed of 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Therefore, 5 was a number associated with harmony. In other words, there should be 5 Jizo statues. Are 5 such statues located in this town? I expect tracking them down will prove a tremendous task. Is this updated now too? Yeah. Yeah, okay. We're talking about a folklorist from Tokyo who came to Ibisugaoka to research the legend of the sacred sword. Okay, and we read that in the first playthrough. Interesting.
少し探してみるか。
Wonder if I skipped that, what would happen? Oh, we already got a healing item. That's nice. 2. And it's the one that works better together. Hell yeah. Surely they won't throw a monster at us right away, right? Town hasn't even gone to shit yet. Woman's magazine. My father isn't fond of seeing these around. This is from Sakuko, but it's too cute for me. He always told me play house like a good girl should. Key store on the doll's back. It seems to open the door to the next room for the balcony. Isn't that cute? So this is like one of our. Is this like a manifestation of like a childhood room of ours or something, or like what our father tried to force us to be? Huh. A boy's diary. I'm gonna be a treasure hunter. I'll make sure of it. And then I'm gonna become a millionaire by finding treasure all around the world. And not just finding treasure, a real treasure hunter sometimes takes down big scary beasts and bad guys. And don't forget, they have to learn how to escape dangerous traps too. I was play fighting with the girl who lives next door when Mom got mad at me. She said, "What if you leave a scar on her face? Then nobody will marry her." What's all that about? I think the girl would be a really good treasure hunter though. She always finds the hidden treasure when we play hide and seek. I want to become a treasure hunter with her someday. Interesting. Is this shoes room or something? Packing tips. Book by a well-known expert on how to carry large amounts of supplies. Nice! 12, that's a lot. I love it. Now, I'm sure that other games have done something... Anyways, and this is blocked. Yeah, have done something similar to this before, you know, where... Oh, treasure hunter game note. You're real good at this. Not any bozo could find this one. Too bad this isn't the treasure. But points for trying. You were so close. Oh, we got chocolate. What are you talking about? Chocolate's a pretty real treasure to me. Where was that locked thing here? Over here, I think. Kaboom! You got blown to smithereens by my doo-doo bomb and died. Anyone with half a brain would know this would be trapped. That's funny. So that wasn't it either, I don't think, because it didn't say we used the key. Faded bride doll. An old doll in the shape of a bride made from clay. It seems to have been forgotten a long time ago. Wasn't interesting. Yeah, you got stabbed by my doo-doo spear and died. Anyone looking around here for treasure is no more than fodder for my traps. Well, hopefully we didn't need to find that in one go for us to get true ending or something. Well, that was neat. Oh, I wonder if maybe we'll warn, it's been a hot minute. Is it Sakuko? I'm trying to remember her, like, the names of the characters. I know. Yeah, maybe we'll warn Sakuko this time about the fog monster coming. That'd be cool. So how much are we gonna remember about the past, and how much awareness are we gonna have? It is said that the kanji for Ibisu is in Ibisugaoka holds the meaning of a person who has migrated from far away. The most fanciful theory for the origin of this town is that it was once a hidden village for a Taira clan soldiers who lost the Genpai War. In the town's old customs, there are a few rules that seem like part of a secret village's code, including things like not owning dogs or washing things in the river, but whether or not it's the truth remains a mystery. So those things could possibly give away hiding soldiers' positions, maybe? That's the theory behind, or the idea behind why people think that. Article, Serious Issues in Ibisugaoka. Starting around May, Ibisugaoka began seeing a high number of small earthquakes. The Prefectural Disaster Prevention Division predicts that there will be even more in the future. Residents remain on edge, fearful that these may be early warning signs of a larger earthquake yet to come. Rumors that these events are being caused by Inari-sama's curse have been spreading among the more religiously minded of the elderly population. However, the Prefectural Disaster Prevention Division is urging residents to treat such rumors as superstition and instead prepare for any potential disasters ahead. So I get why they would probably want to tell people that, because I imagine more old school religious people, rather than preparing their homes by doing things like removing sharp objects from like up high where an earthquake could cause them to fall on somebody. Like there are various things you want to do if you're suspecting an earthquake to not, you can't obviously make your house earthquake proof, but to like mitigate the danger and damage that would be caused by an earthquake. But I imagine maybe older generations that are really faithful to Inari, instead of doing anything like that, would instead just pray more, do more religious things, and believe that would be enough. So you would want to make sure that have them do the proper protocol to keep themselves safe. That's of course assuming that Inari-sama is innocent, but I'm not so sure of that, given what we saw in the first playthrough. Okay, so that's the same so far. Wonder how much harder the combat's gonna be on the higher difficulty. Do we still have... We do have these equipped still. Ideally, we won't take any damage for now, but if we do start taking damage, I'll switch to something. I'll switch back to the ones that'll heal us. So let's, for now... What do these do? Keep our durability high, which will give us extra damage.
それに妬ましいわね。どうしてあの子なのよ。ねえ。噂をすればなんとやらだよ。
Because I wonder if we're being set to marry that like noble we found in the notes a while ago. Yeah, let me see if I can find them quick. Yeah, I wonder if like we're being set to marry like the Tsunekis or something. And that's why people are like jealous of us because of that. Hey. Don't come.
どこ行くの？こっち通るの珍しいね。車が道を塞いでてさ。千鶴や？
千鶴や。
今は誰かと喋りたくて。私も後から行くね。うん。じゃあね。裏切り者。
Still the same, and still such a strange cutscene. I love it. Is Shu gonna sack up this time around? Or is he still gonna be too scared to say anything, do anything, help us or anything? And that's probably why she's so awkward here in the beginning, because how would you tell him that your dad's trying to get you... sell you off to be married to a family. So it makes sense why we were so quiet here, because we have a lot on our mind.
お前こそなんか言うことはないのかよ。
相棒にないんだったら私にだってない。
お前らしいや。
He's the one that gave us the pills too.
受け身な生き方なんてお前らしくないぜ。お前が自分で選んだ道なら俺はいつまでも応援するからな。
シュウ君、お待たせ。ひなこもいたんだ。リンコ。何の話をしてたの？
Literally nothing.
いや、大した話は。
誰かとおしゃべりしたい気持ちだったんだって。
So it seems like this cutscene's gonna put the same too, which means that Suzuko is probably going to get mushroomified, or whatever you want to call it, flowerfied. The reason I said mushroom is because it has very much, what's that, trypophobia, I think? The fear of holes, like it's very much that, and a lot of mushrooms have... have those hole patterns.
いるんじゃないの？
Reason I said mushroom is because it has very much, the fear of holes, like it's very much that, and a lot of mushrooms have... have those hole patterns.
気が紛れて。
Reason I said mushroom is because it has very much that, and a lot of mushrooms have... have those hole patterns.
私が借りてる500円も返さなくていいよね。
サクコ利子つけて返すとか言ってなかった？
言ってないよ。証文あんなら出してみろ。
いいこと聞いた。これからはサクコに貸すとき消しゴムであっても証文書かせるから。
そんな意地悪言わないでよ。
ねえねえ、昨日のラジオ聞いた？
聞いた。でも途中で寝ちゃった。
ひなこ？あ、ごめん。何？
You trick.
裏切りも。
Yep. There's the trypophobia. Yeah, we still don't see its true form, it looks like, though. Yeah, just the outline. Oh, I just passed by one of those save point shrines. Let me just pause and save quick. Could you stop the chase sequence? I want to make sure I don't lose my progress. Thank you. Gotta run, run, run. Hey! I know my shoes are Gucci as fuck, but that doesn't mean you can just try to steal them like that. Oh, my camera jerking there might have just killed me. That's annoying. Well, I guess we'll get to see what happens here. Yeah, we did, aren't we? Oh, well, that's sufficiently horrific. Did you guys see the stuff growing out of her eyes? That's the first time the camera jerking like that has actually ever gotten me killed, though. God, imagine if you got like a metal cut climbing up there on that rusty roof. That would suck. Like when you get an aluminum cut when you're opening a can of tuna or something. Ugh, that is way worse than a paper cut. You just gotta make sure we don't take any pills, ever. Yeah. Can I, like, drop them? Just so I'm never tempted to accidentally use them? Yeah. Nice. Guess we are missing a little bit of health, so maybe I'll put on, healing. Yeah, we'll do it for this, actually. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Crow. Let's go, Crow. So it's gonna be a little bit harder because we have access to a lot less healing items because we can't use those red capsules at all. So if we even see them, we're just not gonna pick them up. Well, at least it's still saved. Some games, higher difficulties. Make it so that you can't save as often. Which so another, well, that, but also some of the make it so that you have less checkpoints, which I don't find a fun way to make a game harder. It's one thing to make the challenge more difficult, but to then also make it so that you can't retry that challenge is easy, and make it so you have to go back like 6 miles to go do the one section you're struggling with has always been something that was a pet peeve of mine with some games. Well, now I can just clear out the town as we're going, which is kind of cool. Oh, I fucked that up hard. Yeah. But that less durability use is really noticeable, though. And we got that because we found what's-her-toes' Sakuko's key, and oops. Go away, capsules. I'm not a druggie, I swear. Well, this is very different having a pipe now, because that wasn't there in the first time around, I don't think. I'm pretty sure there was like a cutscene that triggers that gives us our first weapon initially. Is your hair shorter? Your hair looks more like mine now. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Is that intentional? It's gotta be intentional. Their hair was never that short before, but that one's hair was like my length. Maybe it was in the first playthrough too for that specific one that shows up there, and I just didn't notice it because, you know, busy running past it. So what does this game consider high durability is what I need to figure out. Is it above 50%? Above 75%? 90%? That's fine. That's a good healing item we can grab. Anything for me, Nari-sama? No. I wonder if that's what the parallel is too, like us being... Ah! It's just instinctual. You see, now I don't even pick it up. But I wonder if that's like a parallel, another parallel between the real world event, or what's actually happening to our character, and the other world stuff. Like us being sworn off to marry somebody. Okay. And then the stuff with the Nari. Oh, okay. Well, you know, we'll just counter again. Would you stop spamming your light attacks? Ah! Thought I would stun her. That's okay. She JJK'd us, so we lost a lot more health than we needed to. How far back am I gonna be, though? Ooh, I gotta have to redo everything, I think. Yep. We'll be back. Okay. Back here. I also skipped killing an enemy. I realized I didn't need to, so... We got a little bit more durability in our weapon, I think. And I didn't pick up any pills this time. Are you guys proud of me? You know, don't mind that there's no video evidence of it. You just gotta trust me. Why would I lie? Asshole. Oops. Wrong button. Ow! I don't know why I keep accidentally hitting left click instead of right click to counter. We're just gonna do that. I did that horribly there. That's okay. You know, I haven't played this game in a few days because after I beat it, I wanted to do some other stuff, and I've now just gotten time to record this again. So I'm a little rusty. You know, let me see while I'm at it if I can just think of any other excuses I could pull out. My fingers are a bit stiff. I slept wrong. My shoulder hurts. I'm tired. Yeah, that should suffice. Surprised she doesn't comment on that, like, given her relationship with her mother being kind of strained. So, if I remember right, when we first came here, we went out a window and then, like, went to the next area. So, I wonder if there's a key in here that we can grab then. Nope, nope. Say no to drugs. They keep spamming that attack now. Okay. Counter in 3 hits. You don't need to keep playing the intense music, I killed them. So let's go check the back door out. I don't think we ever did that. Cool. Gonna uncover all sorts of new things. Is it fate to be smashed to pieces if you go? When using a restorative item, you will not be interrupted by normal attacks. Oh, interesting. Don't know how useful it is, but that's cool. Gotta get them all. Oh no, Mori. God damn, this town is just a haven for drugs. Okay, I thought I heard something behind me, so I was just double checking. Why'd I do that? Weird. Nice. This is a dead end, so... Oh, cool. And shrine. Oh, we got 300 faith. It's gonna cost 900 for that. I wonder how many there are we can get from that. Let's save for now. And we got 2 of these still. Oh, we can get one of these now. Well, we're saving up for that 100% then. That's cool. Oh, I think because we have that brand on us, we can open those now. According to the Nihon Shoki, one of Japan's most ancient history books, Yamato no Orochi, a colossal 8-headed dragon, demanded the sacrifice of beautiful young girls for it to devour. Upon hearing this, the wild deity Susanoo no Mikoto brought 8 barrels of sake to the dragon and lured it into drinking them. Once Yamato no Orochi had become intoxicated, he slew the dragon by chopping off all 8 heads. And according to Ibisugaoka's oldest historical records, after being decapitated, one of Yamato no Orochi's heads flew far west and fell between the mountains of Higa no Kuni. The head eventually became back to life as a poisonous water dragon that plagued the land for many years to come. Higa no Kuni is known now as Ibisugaoka. There are records of toxic gas leaks from the underground water streams in the past. It is highly possible that this is where the legend of a poisonous water dragon stemmed from. However, while the local records state that Yamato no Orochi's head flew there is no mention of this in Nihon Shoki. It's not hard to surmise that some shameless individuals put a religious spin on the noxious leaks to turn a profit and falsified connections using famous literature to solidify their claims. Oh, it's not. We didn't go to a dead end then. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Can we crawl under here? No. I'm gonna go back and make sure I don't miss any items and then going the other route. Gonna do some? There we go. Yeah, I wonder what... because I can't tell if we're getting extra damage or not, because we're still killing them really quickly. But I don't know if that's just because they're weaker early game, or if we're getting a buff because it's considered high durability right now. Hard to say. Yeah, I just want to double check that I don't miss anything over here. Maybe there's something over here? Yay, okay, we missed one thing. Bandages, and you know what, that is extremely relevant. Given we're playing on the hardest difficulty for combat. We're playing realism mode. Kind of, not really. I just realized I need to do something quick. Much better. Changed the button for focus to Alt instead of Control, because I always prefer pressing Alt instead of Control, because my thumb's already right there, because my thumb rests on the left side of the spacebar by default, so you know. I've always found it more convenient to use Alt for things. Love to see that. Yeah, I'm getting wise to your shenanigans game. I was like, there's a corner there, there's gotta be somebody sitting around there. I think the plan is, for now, we're gonna use this. Until I can get enough toolkits. Like, I'm gonna save that kitchen knife until I can get 2 or 3 toolkits. And then I'm gonna use that for difficult enemies and, like, try to keep that high on durability for the wolf damage amps, because the knife just seems to do a lot more damage than the pipe. Scooby, Scooby, Shoo, where are you? We've got some work to do now. You wanna go, you stupid hoe? I'm gonna bash your head in with a steel pipe all of the night. You know you'll never win. Yeah, I was like, gee, I wonder if that one's gonna get up. Imagine if our counter could get blocked by the wall. That would suck. Yeah, so they're still dying in 3 hits, so hard to say if the wolf's thing is doing anything right now. Can't use any of this. Was it pills? Because we can't use any of those. Speaking of, Jesus. Yeah, they're giving us more weapons. Okay. Well, that's gonna do it for this first episode. And I can now confidently say that there will be a New Game Plus playthrough on the channel going up. So this might end up being one of the longest series. We're gonna have 2 really long series. Actually 3 now I think about it, because... Well, Borderlands 4 might be a long series. I'm probably gonna do it in a best of, but it's still probably gonna take a while. Because it's a long game. But then... Library of Ruina is going to be probably my longest series, and now this might be a good contender as well. So, but anywho, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope this series has gotten you to give this game a try, because I think this game is phenomenal so far, and I think my thoughts on it are only going to go up from here. So, oh shit! Until then, stay healthy.